Hello, everybody. Good morning. My name is Pamela Garcia, and today I'm going to talk you about plagiarism, why we must avoid it, and how we can avoid it. So, first of all, and to get started, what is plagiarism? Well, it's the act of taking another person's writing, conversation, song, or even idea and passing it off as your own. This may include information such as web pages, books, songs, television shows, email messages, interviews, articles, artwork, or any other medium. Whenever you paraphrase, summarize, or take word, phrases, or sentences from another person's work, it is totally necessary to indicate the source of the information or where does this information came from or whose information we're using. Commonly, in college sources, we engage with other people's ideas. How? Well, we read them in text, hear them in lecture, discuss them in class, and sometimes we even incorporate them into our own writing. As a result of this, it is very and totally important that we give credit where it is due. Because we should always remember plagiarism is using another's and others' ideas and words without clearly acknowledging the source of that information. So now, how we may avoid plagiarism? Well, we must give credit whenever we use another person's idea, opinion, or theory. Any facts, a statistic, graph, drawings, any pieces of information that are not commonly knowledge, even quotations of another person's actual spoken or written words, and also paragraph from another person's spoken or written word. And take into account, it is not just enough to list the source in a bibliography at the end of your paper. Failing to properly quote, cite, or acknowledge someone else's words or ideas with an internal citation is also plagiarism.
Hello, my name is Hector Lagos, and I am going to talk to you about some strategies to avoid plagiarism. We already know that plagiarism is to take or represent others' idea and make them ours for any academic exercise. Always remember, give due credits to the creator of the work you are using. Whenever you copy something directly from another text, put it in quotation marks and document the source according to the standard documentation style in your discipline. Be especially careful to indicate a quotation with quotation marks when you are taking notes during your research, so that you don't forget and think you wrote the passage yourself. Sometimes you want to state another person's ideas, but in your own words. You must still acknowledge the source of the information. Be sure you aren't just rearranging or replacing a few words. Check your paraphrase against the original text to be sure you have not accidentally used the same phrases or words and that the information is accurate. Remember that the source of each idea you use must be cited separately. It's not enough to simply refer to another author once if you have used his or her ideas throughout your paper. Read over what you want to paraphrase carefully and then cover up or close the text so you aren't tempted to use the text as a guide. Write out the idea in your own words without peeking. You do not need to document the source of facts that can be found in numerous places and are likely to be known by a lot of people. However, you must document facts that are not generally known. You must also cite interpretations of facts made by specific people. This is not a fact but an interpretation. Consequently, you need to cite your source. When in doubt, ask yourself if what you are saying is agreed on by many readily available sources. If so, it is common knowledge. If the information is disputable, then your readers will want to know where you are getting that version of the facts, and therefore you need to cite your sources. And also remember to allow readers to easily find the sources you have referred in your work.
Hello, my name is Estefania Orellana, and now I'm going to motivate you and our instructors to help us stop plagiarism. Plagiarism is detected by endless structures. As students, we are always tired and we lack of imagination and sense when we have a lot of things to do. I'm going to give you some advices of how to try to avoid plagiarism. How can teachers help? They can give students an idea of where to begin. Share these tips with them for easily avoiding plagiarism. Students focus on grades and their fear of failure create a motivation to cheat. So don't make us feel scared. Just explain what the homework will be clearly so we can feel comfortable and present the due date. Students are uncertain about which documents rules to follow. So please tell us how would you like the homework to be presented? What letter? What marge? What references? What designs and layouts? Students in first years have an increased feeling of lack of integration coupled with higher outside pressures. If you see we're not getting along with the group, help us feel integrated or talk to the group so they can integrate us. How can students avoid plagiarism? Start early. Many students plagiarize because they ran out of time. So, when you have free time, you can start doing your homework or at least check and see what you're going to be needing to finish the homework on time. Be familiar with proper citation format. Check your Samo Red and Samo classes to see what are you going to need and what are you going to be doing. Give credit and citations for everything. It's better to give too much credit than not enough. Make sure you have access to the sources you are using so you can easily check page numbers, save a PDF to your computer, or make a photocopy of articles you use as source material. Make sure you double check all of your paraphrasing. Choose a topic that interests you. Many students plagiarize because they view the assignment as boring and a waste of time. So, try to make something you know you will be enjoying. Do not give other students copies of your work. They will always miss a word you wrote and they will keep it as theirs. Understand what the definitions of plagiarism are. Ignorance is not an excuse. You have internet access most of the times. So search, use it, and answer your own questions. Always believe in yourself. You have got this far, you can do even better. Thank you.